I thought that the meeting that I had with President Putin was really strong.
First, the backlash, now the walk back. President Trump tonight reading from prepared remarks, delivering his attempt at a do-over, offering this explanation, what he meant to say in Helsinki.
In a key sentence in my remarks, I said the word would instead of wouldn't. The sentence should have been, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't, or why it wouldn't be Russia. Sort of a double negative. So you can put that in, and I think that probably clarifies things pretty good by itself.
But here is what the world heard 24 hours ago.
They said they think it's Russia. I have President Putin. He just said it's not Russia. I will say this. I don't see any reason why it would be.
The president accepting Vladimir Putin's denials of Russian election interference. Mr. Trump tonight expressing his full faith in America's intelligence agencies that he threw under the bus Monday. But in the very next breath, again casting doubt.
I accept our intelligence community's conclusion that Russia's meddling in the 2016 election took place. Could be other people also. There's a lot of people out there.
The rare reversal briefly interrupted when the cabinet room turned dark.
I have a full faith in our intelligence agencies. Whoops, they just turned off the light. That must be the intelligence agency.
Cameras in the room catching a glimpse of the president's typed script. With Mr. Trump writing in the words, there was no collusion, a point he emphasized.
There was no collusion at all. And people have seen that, and they've seen that strongly.
Still, the clarification does little to erase President Trump's stunning comments, side by side with Putin, blaming Russia and the U.S. for worsening relations.
I hold both countries responsible. I think that the United States has been foolish.
But again tonight, the president's refusing to denounce the Russian leader.
Mr. President, will you publicly condemn Vladimir Putin?
Thank you.
That fiasco in Finland sending the president's team here scrambling today. A person with direct knowledge tells NBC News top national security officials this morning huddled for an unscheduled meeting to address the fallout.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.